Hello there. I'm trying to go for a short surprise live here in the afternoon before I might take a quick dip in the pool. I just want to see if anybody actually shows up since I already have 14 subscribers. I just want to see if anybody shows up. I'll probably end up deleting this if nobody shows up. Yeah, Thought Provoker. I see that Thought Provoker, delete most of his live panels. He's already deleted. Imagine can't I can't quite imagine why that would be. But I think I have a good idea. What I do know is that it is an obscenely insane world that we're living in, and just when you think you've got it figured out, it turns out no, you don't have it figured out. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about all these people in this world. They don't know what the fuck to do, man. Nobody knows what to do. And it's just getting worse and worse by the day. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter how hard you work or slave away for this, dare I say it, so called sorry excuses in a society. The elite are always going to find some way to bedazzle you, swindle you, hoodwink you, whatever you want to call it, man. There's always going to be some reason why you're not good enough. I was looking for work this afternoon. It's like, oh, we got all this experience. It doesn't matter. I still can't find anything suitable for myself in spite of my experience. I don't know how many of you guys are going through the same thing right now. The last time I did a live stream, it was in the middle of the night. I'm going for daytime now to see if anybody actually shows up. I'm gonna step in here for a moment. If nobody shows up within the next 30 minutes, I'm going out there to the water park. And, just this live stream. This time it ain't gonna be no 2 hours. It's gonna be about 30 minutes. It's gonna be 30 minutes. No longer, no shorter. I just want to see if anybody shows up. Pardon me, I'm gonna step out for just a moment. I'll be right back. When I come back, if nobody's showing up, then I'm just gonna ramble for 30 minutes. Hopefully somebody will show up and I can chat with them a little bit, but I ain't this stream will not be more than 30 minutes. I'll be right back, guys. I'm back. I don't know what to say, guys. I don't know what you want me to say that I haven't already said before. The only thing I do know is that it's a big ass, miserable, illusionary, crazy, obscene, terrible, disgusting, sorry excuse of a fabricated, delusional illusionary world that we're living in. But it doesn't have to be that way. It does not have to be that way. We could be, as I've heard it said, the most, like I heard on the video the other day, like the most, we're supposed to be the most beautiful species around, right? Well, if that's the case, then why are we doing this to ourselves? Why does every day have to be such a never-ending struggle? And of course, if I could ever get on my cell phone, I'd go out there for walks and stuff in the park and really get in touch with you guys. But YouTube will not let me do live on my phone unless I got 50 subscribers. Right now, all I have is 14. So there you go. As I was saying, off topic, we're living in a world that is solely based off of whatever appears with the senses. And if someone doesn't like what they see, hear, taste, smell, or feel, or whatever, right? Then they're gonna say, "Fuck you, screw you, get out of my sight. We're done. We don't need you. I don't need you." Right? That's the number one thing they're gonna say to you. We don't need you. We don't want you to come and be a slave for us. We want you, if you can't shut your mouth and just be a robot, we don't want you. That's how this world works. I'm telling you, man, if you can't see something wrong with that, then I question your sanity. This world will do everything it can. This world will do everything, pardon my language, that it effing fucking can. I probably shouldn't be saying that in a live stream, but after all, all my videos are, it's not for kids, right? But anybody of any age, it's not for anybody over 18, but at the same time, it's not for kids. So I really do wonder about YouTube. And I still haven't received hardly any comments or any chats. My friend, the thought provoker, as I mentioned before, once had numerous live streams, and now I looked on it today, and almost every one of them have been deleted. And so it's just the world, with pointless rat racing, the world's a crazy place when even YouTubers feel like it is meaningless and pointless what they're doing. They got to delete their videos. The world is coming to a miserable state of being when people can't even get on YouTube and complain and rant. It's like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? I might as well delete my videos. I don't know exactly what it is you're thinking. I can't imagine what me's, going through other people's minds. And that's the problem. Because people only judge off of what they can, perceive with their senses. It's all about perspective. And if somebody doesn't like something and they just say, screw this guy, we don't want to ever see him again. That's how this world works. And then you still want to bring children into that. I said this little afternoon live stream would be 30 minutes. We're already up to 9 minutes, as I can plainly see. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, this live stream is not going to be more than half an hour. So if anybody wants to show up, you better do it now. Otherwise, I'm going to go out to the swimming pool and give me some booze for later on. Because I just don't know what to do. I know a lot of guys out there feel the same as me. It's like, what are we going to do? What in the hell are we going to do? No one will listen. No one will listen to us. No one will take us seriously. All we got to do is one thing wrong, and people just ruin people's lives. And then it's like, why are you upset? Why? Well, because I can't I can't get a hold of whatever it is that I need to get a hold of, and you don't believe in me because of something that I did here. You know, people don't, the number one thing is nobody knows how to forgive each other. Nobody knows how to, nobody knows how to just help each other and just basically just shut up and help each other, right? That's what it comes down to. Because if you do something that somebody doesn't like, then people are just going to screw you over for the rest of your little life. That's just how it works. Everybody's always trying to be better than everybody else, man. It's it's just so exhausting, man. Nobody can just leave each other alone and you know and just help each other and be there for each other. That's not how the world works. It's all about you do what I say to the highway. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's all it ever is. Now, aren't you sick of it? Now, aren't you sick of it? I know I'm sick of it. I don't think anybody deserves to have to live like that. I don't think anybody deserves to have to constantly be struggling like that. I don't think I don't think people realize just how much it hurts people, and rip people's souls are literally getting ripped out, and people just you can just see those people in the high ranks just sitting there with their feet kicked back and smoking and drinking or whatever, and just laughing their butts off. It's like, oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy that was screwed over. Because they don't have to worry about it. Why don't you go gambling? Why don't you play the lottery? It's like you got to cheat and be a bad person in order to win. And that's the world we're living in. I don't get this world, man. All I can see is just a bunch of people trying to bamboozle and swindle each other. That's all I see, man. That's what I see. And if you don't see it, then you need to look a little closer. You need to put on your little glasses or your little magnifying glass or whatever, man, because there's always going to be somebody trying to deceive you and decept you and incept you or whatever, man. There's no such thing as fairness doesn't exist in this world because as soon as you do something that someone else doesn't like, they're going to be doing everything they can to screw you over. They're going to be doing everything they can to manipulate you. They're going to be doing everything they can to make you think lesser of yourself. And that is a slowed down, backwards, manipulated, upside down, hellish world if I ever heard one. Now who wants to live in a world like that? I know I don't. No sorry, Bob. And if anybody wants to live in a world like that, then I question their sanity. And then they got the people with the picket signs. They got the people with the picket signs marching around. It's like, don't do that. And then they just find that hilarious. It's just laughing at all that stuff. Unless you fill out paperwork and go and have an interview and just all this crap about getting hired, then then you're a nobody, right? It's just this world. This world is just constantly trying to bring you down. This world is constantly trying to make you feel bad about yourself. And the next time I do a live stream, the next time I do a live stream, I'm going to make an announcement so you guys will know that I'm doing it. Right now, I'm just going out on a whim in the afternoon, just seeing if anybody shows up. I've already made it clear on the communities like when you want my next live to be, and I strongly suggest that you guys tell me when that would, because as long as I'm not working or nothing, I can come on and do a live stream at the most preferred time. But this one is just a surprise in the afternoon because I've never actually done a live in the afternoon before, and at some point, I'd even like to do it in my car on the phone or just walk around the park or whatever. But this one's only going to be 30 minutes. How much longer we got? Okay, we're halfway through. We got another 15 minutes, and this thing is going by. So anybody wants to show up, they better do it now. As soon as it goes off, I'm taking my little Tootsie over to the water park for a couple hours. And I keep hearing the kids. I keep hearing the kids out here screaming and yelling, but I know it ain't coming from the pool because the pool is all loaded over from the rain for at least another few days. What I do know is this. What I do know is this: is that it doesn't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter how hard you work. People are always going, to be trying to screw you over. You got all these politicians and royals and everything that, nobody can think for themselves. We got to have all these other people think for us. That's how ignorant people are. And then when you try to tell them that, it's like, oh, how dare you say that? Well, it's the truth, people. The truth hurts. It doesn't have to hurt. The truth doesn't have to hurt, man. The truth doesn't have to hurt. Human beings make the truth hurt from their beliefs and the decisions that they make. Most decisions are very good. Look at it this way. Look at it this way. Imagine that you've never made a mistake in your entire life. Think of it this way. Imagine that you've never once made a mistake in your entire life. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? Keyword belief, right? What if there's no such thing as a mistake? What if there's no such thing as anything unless you believe there to be such a thing? I think that people are always trying to consume each other with their own ideals and beliefs. I think that people are always trying to be better than the next person because nobody can just accept anybody for who they are and just mind their own business. You do it our way or the highway. This is the world we're living in. And until you realize this, you're going to keep thumbing through life, wondering why in the hell you're going through what you're going through and what in the hell life is about. That's what it is. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. It's obvious that nobody's coming. So just, yeah, I'll be right back to close this little thing out. The next time I do a live, we'll do it for real. But I'm just popping on here in the afternoon, seeing if anybody shows up, just for the fun hell of it. I'll be right back, guys, and we'll finish up. You believe that you're a spiritual being. Do you believe you're a spiritual being? Most people would have to say yes. Well, then why is it that you're allowing these people to manipulate you? Because I'm not quite sure if they believe they're spiritual beings or not. I wouldn't have to say that they do believe it. But I do believe that they're creating a demon illusion for all of us. And that if you're not somebody's slave, then you're not worth living on this earth. That's the illusion. That is the delusion. Is it an illusion or is it a delusion? I believe everything is right here now, and that everything is everything, all is one, and everything is one great consciousness. And that's still just a belief, because you can believe whatever you want, and you're still going to have to deal with crap because there's just so much ignorance, and people are always trying to outdo each other. And if you don't work your butt off, then you're not worthy of any kind of happiness or grace or whatever. You got to work your ass off. You got to work your butt off. Otherwise, you're not worthy of any kind of pleasure. That's the kind of world we live in. You got to work hard. You got to work hard, or you're not worthy of existing on this earth that you don't even remember being asked to be born to in the first place. Sounds like hell. That sounds like hell to me. And body that you meet, hopefully not my subscribers, because you know, if you believe that you got to work hard in order to be happy, then I'm not going to say to get off my channel or anything like that. I strongly suggest that you think about what you're really saying, because it's not necessary. The stuff will still get done, but everything has to be done the hard way. It's like, oh, you got to work all these hours and bust your butt, otherwise you're not really worthy of having a roof over your head to the life that you don't even remember being born to. Now, doesn't that sound like a hell to you? Doesn't that sound like a place that you should not bring anybody into? Doesn't that sound like something that's, people just, making fun of you and just setting you up with some kind of system? Doesn't that sound like a foolish game, a foolish never-ending game that's been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the fact that you are being taken advantage of by the so-called elite? How can you not see this? How can this not be obvious? We got billions of people on this earth, and nobody realizes this. Nobody understands what's going on. And here's what's really sad. Even if they do understand what's going on, they're still going to be like, well, just that's life. Deal with it. You got to work hard to make money. You got to work hard. I bet everybody listening to this video, when I have time to go out there, well, you got to work hard, man. No, you don't. Things can get done on their own. Things can get done all on their own. But there's this delusion that you got to have this employment and you got to be hired by somebody, or else you can't provide for yourself. Things can get done. People can still survive without having to work your butt off. It's not necessary to have to work like that. Like I've said so many times, somebody going to work 2-3 days a week and just, and then somebody else coming in for the rest, just that kind of thing. But no, everything's got to be, oh, we got this many placements, you got to go through, all these kind of qualifications, and you got to bust your neck. And the next thing you know, somebody's coming on and saying, give it up, man, give it up for even trying to think and feel and, deliver these kind of messages. Give it up, man. When are you ever going to learn that you got to work your butt off in order to be happy? And it comes to the point where you just got to say, look, man, why am I living in this world? Why, if all I'm ever going to do is get screwed over and have to be a slave, then why am I here? What's the point? What is the point? Just so I can be aggravated my entire life until I inevitably die, that quote unquote die. Oh my goodness. And then you want to still bring a child into this world. If you have $1 million, if you have millions of dollars, you have a lottery, or you win everything is based off this green paper. It's not based off of whether people like you or not. It's not based off of how much you bust your head. It's based off a stupid little green piece of paper. It's not based off of experience. It's not based off of anything other than just busting your butt for somebody that you probably never met in your life until you quote unquote die. That's what it's about. And you're going to tell me that this is a hellish world that you shouldn't bring anybody into. I'm not saying anything about nature, man. I'm not saying anything about nature. I think that nature and, Earth itself is a beautiful place. But we still got to deal with weather. We still got to worry about animals having to eat each other in order to survive. We're all going to eventually, quote unquote, die anyway. This is a hellish, deep, dense, realm. This is the low lives. We're in the low lives. This is the dense outer part of the universe where people have to work hard and suffer in order to have any kind of happiness. And it's everything is best over green paper, and you're still going to want to bring a child into that. My next live stream is going to be a long. It might be like 5, 10, 20. Hell, I might even go for 20 hours if I feel like it. You guys can tell me when you want that next live to be. But if anything, I'll be telling you for sure when it's going to be. And I still need my 50 subscribers so I can go for a walk and stuff. I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing with just 14 subscribers. I have to sit here in my little apartment like a moron and just talk on my computer. That's all I have. And obviously nobody wants to show up and chat with me even in the middle of the day. So in about 4 minutes, I'm gonna shut it off and go to the swimming hole for a couple hours. I wish I could go out here in my own pool, but I can't. Like I told you, it's got all green moss crap all over inside of it, and I can't even go out to my own pool and have a swim. I pay all this over all these hundreds of dollars to live here, and I think I already made it clear how much it is. And I can't even go swim in my own damn pool. The people across the way even got their pool all closed off. And they can't even, you try to go, and then it's like trespassing. You're trespassing. You'll be prosecuted just because you walk through here. You see, it's all about control, man. It's all about control. It's all about just people just sitting there waiting for you to screw up, man. This live stream is going to be ending in 3 minutes, so if anybody wants to pop on and say something, you better do it now, because it's right the stroke of 30 minutes. This live stream is going bye-bye. What to say, guys? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say other than what I've already said before. I just don't understand. It's like, it's like people just thrive off of creating suffering. And they create this religious God. It's like all about control and power and manipulation. Nobody can just love each other and help each other. Everything's got to be difficult in order to be worthwhile. I want a little cute little bundle, and then when they're 18 years old, I'm gonna kick them out of the house. Man, this is fucking stupid bullshit, man. I'm tired of living in this world. The only thing this world has ever done is make me feel bad about myself and take everything I ever care about, anything, it takes it away. Now, how many of you guys out there feel the same? Look, guys, if nobody's going to show up, I'm in this stream. If nobody's going to show up, I'm in this damn stream. I would have been at my last job. I would have been at my last, my last freaking fucking job right now if it hadn't been for them, frying my ass just because I couldn't keep up with their stupid equipment. And because of the stupid holiday, they forced me into something I didn't want to do. I was perfectly happy doing what I was doing before, but now you're supposed to shut your mouth and just deal with it. Life is an absolute scam. It doesn't have to be. People make it that way. And even to this day, I still can't believe I'm going through the same bullcrap that I've always had to go through. My live stream is ending in just 1 minute. Anybody want to say anything? You got 1 minute to say something, people. This live stream's going by in 1 minute. Black Hole Handle, what up? I'll see you on my next live, whenever the hell that will be. That'll be my decision. You guys comment, tell me when you'd like it to be, and I'll decide when I want it to be. I don't know when the hell it's gonna be. I just know that the next time I do one, it's probably gonna be, really, really long. It could be in the daytime. It could be in the nighttime. If I get enough subscribers, I'll do it on my phone, in my car, or walk in the park. But I can't do nothing without 50 subscribers. I gotta stay bottled up in my little apartment here. That's it, guys. Nobody wants to say anything, fine. I'm signing out, guys. I'll see you next time. I don't know when my next live's going to be. This one's going bye-bye right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, out.